Yeah, we have added a new group, guys. We have written some code to add a new group, guys. So we'll go here, this dot group service dot add group, new group, right? New group, sorry, this dot new group dot then we'll have something called get my groups, so that once I enter into the groups page, I'm able to see all the groups that I either created or that I'm a part of. Okay, rather shall we just have the groups that we created alone? No, that won't be. Yeah, as per our logic, we'll under our UID in the groups chat, groups collection, we'll have a copy of all the groups that we are part of, right? Once the creator adds us to a group, what it will do is it will create that groups node inside my UID, inside the groups collection, right? There will be a groups collection, there will be my UID, and under my UID there will be all the groups that I created. Also, if some other person adds me to a group, what will happen is it will navigate to, navigate to my particular UID and then add a node for that group under my UID. So if I just pull all the nodes under my UID in the groups collection, I'll be getting all the groups that I'm either a part of or all the groups that I created, right? Both all the groups that I created and all the groups that I'm part of. So I'll write some logic for that as well. I hope you understand, guys. If you don't understand, kindly leave it. You'll understand it for sure when I run this code. So where was I? Yeah, we'll have something. We'll even write this get into groups, right? We'll write a function in the group service itself, and then from there we can, where is it? We'll write some function like get my groups. Okay, and inside this dot my group, this dot fire group dot child firebase dot auth dot current user dot uid dot on value snapshot. One other user, I forgot his name actually. Okay, sorry sir, I forgot your name. But one user commented that instead of using on value in chats, always try to use on child added. Listen for the child added event, so that you won't get a complete copy of the database every time a new child is added, which is absolutely true. That's what I would do. That's what I called as an optimization technique that I told I'll show you when this series is officially over. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. Why did I drag that into? Okay, leave it. Snapshot. If snapshot dot val not equals null, where temp equals snapshot dot val, this will have all the groups, right? Yeah, this will have all the groups. The temp will have all the groups now in an array. Push it out as an array. That would be better, I guess, right? My groups. One more thing, many of you guys asked me, while using TypeScript, it's always advisable to use something like this, guys. Okay, you always mention the type there. If it's an array of strings, you could give it like this. You get my point, right? So that's the major advantage of using, basic advantage of using TypeScript over JavaScript. I have been ignoring that since I learned JavaScript first. I learned vanilla JavaScript, and then I was programming with vanilla JavaScript for a long time. So it naturally doesn't come to me, but this is how you should do it in case you do a production quality app. You get my point, right? So let me move on. Snapshot.val where for key in temp, let new group equals group name, group name will be the key, and group image will be temp of key dot group pic, I guess. What was that we gave? Group image only, right? Group image. This is a for loop, right? This dot my groups dot push this and new group. Okay, you understand what I'm doing here, right? I'm simply creating an object called new group with two fields, group name and group image, and then pushing that object inside an array called my groups, so that I can simply iterate this array in the front end in the screen, rather than, you'll understand guys, you'll understand it later. You would have already understood it, what I'm trying to do here. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, before doing this, what we'll do is this dot my groups equals, and we need to publish thing, right? And then we'll give it in a then dot then, or this won't be a then, since it won't return a promise, it's just a listener. This dot, sorry, we should give it this dot it's not advisable to use Ionic Angular inside your providers. Providers are just for business logic, your app logic technically. I'm just using it to create a real-time effect here. Public events. This is not actually needed, honestly. If you listen to value event, I'm listening to dot on, right? I'm using on. If you use once, it will just listen once and then that's it. You need to keep calling that function again and again if you need a real-time update on that whatever query you're trying to perform. But if you use on, it's like creating a listener, and whenever there is a child added, for example, you can listen to events like value or child added or something, and whenever that happens, it will get triggered and this will run automatically, and you will understand all that later. That's entirely Firebase concepts, guys. If I get into that, then that alone will take a series of videos. I could probably run an entire channel with just Firebase concepts. Anyway, let's move on with our code here. Where was I? Yeah, public events. Events. And inside this dot events dot publish new group. Okay, now we have something to get the groups as well. Once this group creation is done, then we'll simply redirect the user back to that screen. Okay, this dot nav control dot pop. Okay, this is done. Catch. Creating group is done. Once you enter groups, Ion view did load. Ion view will enter. Here also I'll have some events. Okay, and inside this add group, yeah, this was something that we create. We'll have loading controller as well, so that it will be beautiful. Loading controller, and inside this we'll have public loading controller. This dot let okay, this will present the loader, and we will get the groups. Groups provider. Inside this dot group service dot get my groups. You understand what's happening here, right? Upon entering this group screen, I should display all the groups of that particular user. That's what I'm trying to do here. Get my groups. Okay, and that will publish an event, right? This dot events dot subscribe new group. We'll write a handler as well for that. Inside the handler, I'll simply have here also I'll have all my groups. This dot all my groups equals this dot group service dot my groups. That array will be handed over to this this dot all my groups. Now if I iterate through this dot all my groups, then first I'll loader dot dismiss. Now if I iterate through this dot all my groups, I'll be getting all my groups, which I can display on this groups.html page, right? We'll simply do a list, simple list. We don't need to do complex what was that? Item dot group image, right? You understand where this image is coming from, right? It will come from here. This new group image, we are pushing it inside my groups array, which we will be getting here in this dot all my groups equals this dot group service dot my groups, which means that we will get here as where is it? Sorry. Here we are getting, right, this dot all my groups, which means that we will be getting that group image, which I am showing, group picture. Okay, and what else? Inside this we need to show the name of the group as well, right, so that the user can click on it and enter into the group. H3 item dot group name. Okay, very simple piece of code. Now let's get into here and then add get into group. Sorry, open chat. What was that? First we'll add this unsubscribe. Group. Open chat. Item. Sorry, group. And this start getting to group. So start getting to group. Group.group name, and we'll have one more thing called, for now we don't even need this, we'll simply allow group chat. Okay. Before running this app, let me just give once overall thing. We'll see whether we haven't wrong anywhere. Add group, I'm adding this. Okay, and then inside groups, I'm just adding the group here. And then what else? Yeah, I also have a method for get my groups. Then once again, when I come into group.ts, this ion view will trigger this get my groups. Oh, so whenever I get into this group.html, this get my groups will get triggered, right? So what's the point of having the on? You can simply convert this to once. Okay. Okay. So far so good. Let me just run this and see what happens, guys. If you remember, we had a user called tester4, right? Let's just make use of that same tester4@test.com and the password. This is how our DB looks right now. And we had a tester3 as the friend. If you remember in my previous videos, you might remember. Right now there is no groups, as you can see. We'll create a group. Group name we can give as first group. Okay, and image we can't set from here since this is not a device, and the image user will work only on a device. I'll run it on a device and show it in the next video, guys. When we are actually adding members and then all that, we'll run it on a device. For now, this is just a demo, right? I'll click on create. Let's see what happens. Okay, so wow, you get a group, right? So far so good. We have created a group, and you can see that it's getting added under your UID. How can you confirm? See, tester4, the UID, and it's getting added here, right? You get my point, right? Now whenever you try to add a member to this group, what will happen is it will create a new node under that member's UID and add this group under that UID. You get my point, right? So each and every user will have all the groups he created under his UID in the groups collection, as well as the groups which he is part of under his UID in the groups collection. So we can just run get my groups, and we'll get all the groups in which he is a part of, or the groups in which he also created and he is a part of. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys today. Actually, I wanted to show you a lot of things, but already the video is too long, I guess. Anyway, we saw how to create a group here, and then yeah, that's all we saw. We saw how to create a group, and we saw how to pull all the groups from the DB. In the next episode, we'll see how to add users to the group, remove users from the group, and all that. And in the episode after that, we'll see how to send messages inside, messages between the users in a group. Okay, if this episode itself, if it's too long, like if it's like 40 minutes or something, I'll cut it into 2 and then put it as 2 episodes, guys. Hey, that's a different issue. I'll check to that after. I'll see to that after editing this. Besides that, thanks to all my patrons. And one more thing I wanted to tell you guys. Many of you guys have been saying that there is a bug here. This bug, I found out this bug, and people have been sending mails also to me saying that there is a bug in this app and all that. Yeah, it's true, guys. The app has a lot of bugs. I'm not saying the app is bug free or something like that. The app has a lot of bugs. The main point of this series, the entire point of this series, is that a lot of people were sending me mail saying that, okay, I have learned the basics of Ionic, how I don't know how to proceed, help me out, or I have purchased this so and so course from this website, and then I went through the course and then finished all the exercises, but I don't know how to, I'm still unable to write an app of my own, so help me and show me how to do that. And I got a lot of requests, mails like this. So that's the reason I thought, after learning the basics, whatever video I have created in my channel so far, if you have seen all those videos, then you can very well understand how we are writing this chat application. Whatever I have done so far, I have used and then tried to make an application with that, so that you guys could easily understand how to engineer an application from scratch. So that's the point of this whole tutorial, this whole series, and it's not like writing a production app or something. You can take this entire code and then tweak it, fix out all the bugs, and then change it or add new features and then release it as a production app. No issues for me. The entire code is available on GitHub. You already know that. But this series is, my point is, the series is more targeted towards beginners, people who are just starting out with Ionic 3 and then trying out different stuff, people like that. So it might have bugs. I'm not saying it's not it's free of bugs or anything. It might have bugs, but that's all right. I'm not trying to write a production app here. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to tell you guys. If you like this content and you would like to support me, kindly click on the links. If you would like to support me on a regular basis, you can support me through Patreon, or you can use the PayPal donation link. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so that you could enjoy more stuff like this. I have got another whole series coming up on how to build a desktop application using Angular 2 and web technologies as well. So yeah guys, stay tuned, share this video with someone else and help them to I'll talk to you guys in my next episode. Bye.